Alright, hello and welcome back. The boss rush has been released, pretty much the last stage of this current event. This event so far has been amazing, and I'm looking forward for a difficult boss battle here. Well then, let's jump in and let's find out who the boss is, and of course, I think it's Gabriel. It has to be Gabriel. Oh yeah, there we go. It is Gabriel. Alright, well that was kind of predictable since this boss is pretty difficult and already one of the more difficult bosses in the game. Uh, is he my favorite boss? Well, not yet. Is he on the way to be my favorite boss? Well, I don't know. Maybe. If this boss were to be unpredictable, like the Nightmare Ball, then he would definitely be my favorite boss. But so far, he has a set of patterns. His moveset is kind of easy to memorize, and you can pretty much learn his patterns really easily. So it's not that much of a problem to learn his patterns. But anyway, let's jump on the next stage. So far, so good. I see no problems. So far, at least. I don't know how much that will change, but I guess time will tell. All right. Let's see. Now this when he spawns this area, you should definitely stay out of that area because it will do damage to you, and you want to prevent that from happening, right? So ranged structures with the combination of close range structures are definitely going to be a good choice for this boss battle, which is really interesting actually. It is really interesting, and with that being said, I do have close range and I do have long range in my team. It is just like I have imagined it. Alright, well, so far so good. So far everything is running pretty good, pretty decently. Okay, let's jump on the third stage. Well then, I usually am a I usually enjoyed so far every single of these boss battles since they gave you the feeling. They did give you the feeling in order for you to like beat the boss. It was challenging and it was fun because there was a penalty because if you lose all three structures, you pretty much have to retry the stage. Now, recently, I've seen some weird stuff circling around about people not liking the difficulty of the game, even though I think this game being difficult is a really good thing, since difficult games tend to be really good games in most occasions, at least in my experience. I do enjoy difficult games, and I don't like when the developers nerf something. And well, I hope that they did not nerf anything. I remember when Rosetta first came out, pretty much the first official event of this game. Everyone was complaining about Rosetta being too hard, and the developers nerfed it, which is I did not like it. Like I don't like nerfing stuff. Just keep the original difficulty and pretty much either give infinite revives or something like that, or in some cases give they can give us like pre-built structures, and that way the difficulty won't matter since you will have maxed out structures. Everything that will matter is your skill, and of course the motivation also comes from the thought that if you lose all three structures, that you will have to retry. So you will be motivated to pretty much clear and to play good when there is a penalty of not playing good. In this case, the death of the structure and the retry, which is what I like about this game because it is really hard, and the difficulty of this game is a nice selling point. Let's see the next one. The boss is getting slowly, definitely harder. All right, sorry for the weird silence. It's like 1 a.m. and I'm trying not to fall asleep, and I'm not doing a good job at trying to stay awake. But anyway, This is the, I think, the fourth round of this boss. So far, so good. Cannot complain about anything. Everything is so far optimal. Although I don't like kind of where stuff is going. I saw that the healing gets reduced. Okay. Well, not a problem. I can still beat the boss with minimal healing. Even though if they turn off healing, then that's something else that I want to talk about. And that would be pretty much that would be pretty much one of the things that I was talking about earlier, the infinite revives. If they did that, I would be disappointed, since if you have infinite revives, then what's the point of a challenge? Honestly, in a way, of course. Like I'm not totally against it. Like if the revives were costing like 5,000 nuts or something, then I would be more okay with it. Or of course, they can bump up the difficulty while retaining the heals, which I don't mind having actually. I don't mind having heals in these high difficulties because my teams revolve around healing and around support. So in my case, and in majority of people's cases, that is a normal circumstances. But if they reduce healing and if they give you infinite revives, then I don't know. I kind of don't like that idea. Maybe just me, but I honestly don't like the idea of infinite revives without any penalty in terms of paying nuts or something like that. If they gave us heals, however, and if there was a death screen and fail screen after your three structures die, I would be totally fine with it because then I would be motivated to play better. And that's one of the things why I love these challenge stages. They keep you motivated to play good, and once you play good and once you clear the high difficulty, then it is just satisfying, and that's the point of these challenges, I think. Well, so far I am far away from dying. This boss died. Well, the boss actually died. I didn't die. So now the final question. Did they really add infinite revives? I'm really curious to see how that goes. I guess my personal preference, I don't know. I don't like it if they added infinite revives in the penalty of having no heals. I'd rather have heals while having permadeath. Pretty much once all three structures die, then you will have to retry. I'm more down to that than on the infinite revives upon death. But let's see, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is no infinite revives. Let's find out. So far, I did enjoy the boss battle. It is challenging. The boss is difficult, of course, and so far, it was fun. It is fun. It is smooth. It is fun, and this boss is really well designed, and it definitely will make people angry. I can already see I can already see people being angry over this boss because it's so difficult. Well, like I said, I think the difficulty is a selling point for this game. And I would like for them to keep up with the difficulties, of course. Okay, let's see what will happen. Now, literally, most parts in this game are skill-based. And if you're playing this game, you're probably familiar with Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and other really difficult games like these. And this game definitely took inspirations from Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Sekiro, of course. I did not forget about that game. Don't worry about that. I did not forget about Sekiro. That game is really good. I liked it. I did enjoy it. Okay. Now let's see. Well, this boss is turning hardcore, didn't it? Well, not a big problem. Let me just take him out slowly with a healer. Yep, there is no heals, by the way. I did notice that. Did notice Liv not healing there, even though she should heal, but oh man, well, I think, yeah, let's see. Oh my, oh no. It is infinite revives. Are you kidding me? Well, I guess I don't have to play serious now because there is infinite revives, so I can just, die 15,000 times all over and just bring my structure back to life. Alright, well, let's take the boss out then. Um, like I said before, having penalties is definitely motivating players to play good and to get better at the game. This is, I don't know, I can't really don't like the idea of infinite, like, I don't know. Let's just play the. Let me just enjoy the boss battle. Okay, well, this boss is definitely difficult. I like its difficulty. Looking forward for the boss to be released in the pain cage. I think the boss should be released in the pain cage since he is already a really difficult opponent. And is pain cage suitable actually, which would be really interesting. Which would be really interesting. Now the nightmare ball is of course still not in the pain cage. I don't know why. I would like for the ball to return there. I missed the ball in the pain cage. I can't wait for the ball to return in the pain cage, since that boss is absolutely insane over there. And it's like that boss truly deserves high spot for one of the trickiest bosses in the game. Okay, well this boss is slowly dying, and I'm dying as well, but infinite revives, so I'm safe from any penalty. And there we go, the boss has died. I don't know how many times I died, I think like 2, or I don't know, I did not even count, since, well, no penalty I guess. Alright, well, this was a interesting boss battle. I did enjoy it, to be honest. Although, I have one thing to say about the design choices of for this boss. Usually, the previous challenge bosses were pretty much okay. They were pretty much alright. They were fun. They did not have infinite revives. I think infinite revives takes away from the. I think it really does take away from the point of these stages. The point was for them to be difficult, and the point was to like make the player motivated to clear them. And having infinite revives definitely did not motivate me to play good because I can just revive like nothing happened. Definitely, like my personal choice, I would definitely replace the infinite revives with the ability to heal my structures with healers. For example, like with healers like S live or B live, and of course A live, since they're all healers. Since I am well trained in maintaining my structures at a constant high health rate in all of these challenges that I did so far, my teams pretty much revolve around healing, and they revolve around supporting each other. Pretty much, I like to switch all structures in and out, and of course to give them buffs. And that's pretty much how I play, and pretty much how majority of people I think are playing. But having infinite revives is definitely something that I am not a fan of, honestly. I did say that I'll be always honest with you guys, and well, I'm really looking forward for your opinion on the infinite revives, since I think that they should just or one idea that I can say for the developers, they can actually, if they already have problem with people complaining about the difficulty, they can give us pre-built triple S rank, triple S class plus structures, pre-built maxed out, to play these stages with, and that way everyone will have maxed out structures for these stages, and that way, in that case, everything will be skill based, and people will not be able to complain because they would have maxed out structures for this event specifically, which I think isn't a bad idea. I think that's actually a better idea than to have infinite revives. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. It was my pleasure to play this game for you. Of course, the boss was really fun. I did enjoy fighting this boss. He is a really well designed boss, and So far, they do design really good bosses in this game. And well, with that being said, if you enjoyed, you can support me by liking and subscribing the video. And of course, with that being said, I'll see you next time. Take care.